Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 8 of our FTB University Let's Play series, where today we are doing a little bit of exploration so we can get started diving into applied energistics. So, yeah, let's get started. Welcome back, everybody, to Casa TheAndrata, where today we are, well, doing some things. So, in between episodes, I went ahead and set up our extra dimensional cells. So this thing, by the way, when it's hooked up to a dimensional cell, is crazy fast. Like, I'm talking fast. And apparently we got nether quartz mined up from somewhere. I don't know how often that's going to happen, but we did get 2 nether quartz mined up. But like, if we look at this, we have 7 diamonds, some dimensional shards. I've been pulling diamonds to make these things. So, in redstone and all that stuff. So, but like, if I were to kick this on, like, look at how quick this thing goes. Look at that. Bam. It is very fast and it drains power pretty quickly. So it is something to keep in mind that we got to be careful because, it drains power, but it works very quickly. Like, look at this. We're doing great. So we can go ahead and turn it off and then only turn it on as needed. Diamonds are the biggest thing that we are lacking at the moment. So, yeah, anyway, it was also mentioned that it's probably a good idea for me to add the forged gems to this. It doesn't hurt anything. And I mean, it should cover it because everything's covered under diamond ores and stuff like that. But just to be safe, I guess I can go ahead and add it in there and see if we get anything extra out of it. I don't think it's necessary, but hey, we'll do it. So we have our dimensional cell here, which is powering this guy, which is doing his smelting of the iron still, and then we have another one over here, which is powering our storage scanner. Now, today I want to work on getting rid of this. His storage scanner works pretty well. I'm not a big fan of this bug where it's doubling up all of our ingredients and everything like that. So, I don't like that. So, I want to get into, what's the mod called? Applied Energistics 2. AE2 and get a proper storage system, a proper digital storage system going, getting rid of all of these chests and getting, AE2 up and running because I've never used it before. I've been watching a couple videos to see, what are the best, recommendations and quick setups and everything like that. One thing I'm going to point out is that, so we have Applied Energistics, right? So we have regular Applied Energistics 2 in here, and we do not have the mod called AE2 stuff, which is a very common mod that's paired with Applied Energistics that adds a couple machines like the Advanced Inscriber and the Crystal Growth Chamber and things like that to make things a little bit easier with Applied Energistics. We have what's called Lazier AE2, which does add a few different machines. However, these things are expensive. Okay, so like the Circuit Etcher, if we go look in our quest book here and we look for Applied Energistics, and we look at, like, for example, the Fluix Aggregator. The Fluix Aggregator performs in-world Fluix crystal crafting operations, among other certain recipes. So if you don't know, to craft certain things in Applied Energistics, like if you need to make, if you're making Fluix crystals, you take a Certus crystal, I believe it's a Certus crystal, some nether quartz and redstone, throw it into the world, into a pool of water, wait a few seconds, you'll get Fluix crystals. What this block does is it takes that in-world thing and allows you to put it into this machine to craft it. Stops items from being able to despawn, and it makes it so you can automate and do bulk crafting. However, this thing requires us to make these, first off, requires a molecular assembler. So we'd have to get, inscribers set up and everything. Of course, that's expected. But it requires Fluix pearls, which already requires Fluix crystals, plus ender pearls, plus Fluix crystal dust. It requires this logic unit, which requires steel ingots, Fluix steel ingots, which requires carbonic Fluix dust, which is this stuff. Geez Louise, what else? And a matter condenser, which this is pretty cheap. But anyway, that's just this thing. If we wanted to get like the crystal energizer, that requires a charger and similar things, including a dense energy cell, which is requiring, 8 energy cells along with it. The pulse centrifuge. This does the seed growing in the world. Instead of you having to do the seed growing, in a pool of water. You can do it inside of here, but this requires this speculative processor, which requires a universal press, which requires you to get singularities. Yeah. So anyway, expensive. Not the cheapest thing to get into, where AE2 stuff is much cheaper, but hey, it is what it is. Anyway, in order to facilitate our adventures out in the world, though, first things first, I want to get more armor. Oh, I want to mention, I did add a new mod to the pack, the Morph-o-Tool by Vasky. The mod is called Morph-o-Tool, and it adds this one singular item, the morphing tool. And since we don't have a backpack, having to carry around all of my different wrenches and all of that stuff is going to become quickly going to become a pain to manage all these. And what the Morph-o-Tool does allows you to combine, say, like similar to the Akashic Tome, also made by Vasky. You combine the Morph-o-Tool with the Smart Wrench, and then it adds it to the Morph-o-Tool. And then the same thing with the configurator. And then when you look at a block from that specific mod, so like RF Tools, the Morph-o-Tool will turn into the Smart Wrench, or it'll turn into the configurator when we look at, those blocks. It keeps things organized a little bit better. So it's here. I cannot make it yet. I do not have green dye. So we're going to go do a little bit of adventuring. We're going to go run around and see what we can find, and hopefully run into some sort of green dye. But what I want to do now is go ahead and make some armor. And I was looking through different armors. So if you look at, like, for example, helmet, options are, our standard iron, diamond, and netherite and everything. But like, if we look at this, netherite is 3 armor and 3 toughness. If we look at osmium, it is 4 armor and 3 toughness. It is a little bit heavier than netherite, which does affect us with our combat mod and everything. But what I'm concerned with is the increase of protection. And yeah, it also includes the knockback protection, which is great. It just has, I don't know what the plus 2.25 stun armor. I'm going to assume that's plus 2.25 towards my ability to not get stunned by mobs. So yeah, anyway. And then there's refined obsidian, which we probably can't craft this because we don't have a lot of diamonds. But in the future, it's a pretty decent set of armor. And there's also armors from other mods, like Twilight Forest and stuff like that, where we're not really there just yet. Now the Sapphire helmet is 3 and 2. And I did remember we said we had the Quicksilver helmet. Now someone had mentioned that the Quicksilver helmet can make you fireproof. Now, is that only if I enchant it with something that makes it fireproof, or oh, look, there's fireproof. Oh, that's from Mana and Artifice. And yeah, so I'm not entirely sure if there's a special way to make this. When you wear this, you get 5%. Let's look at Quicksilver real quick, because we did have some of this. Swim speed, and swim speed. So by getting this, you move faster. That's kind of cool. How much of this Quicksilver do I have? Do I have any over here? No, just a bunch of iron. Let's look up Quicksilver. I have 4 Quicksilver ore. Do I have more Quicksilver over here? I don't know why. When I shift, I should be able to see what's in these drawers. I don't know if that's a config thing, but it's not working for sure. But we can go ahead and take this Quicksilver ore out, and we can let this process at least. No, it doesn't process. It doesn't double. That's unfortunate. Doubling. I mean, create looks like it can. You have a 30% chance to be able to double it, but we're not set up for create at all. So I guess we'll just regularly smelt this. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Do I want to do this Quicksilver, or do I want to do osmium? I do like the idea of being faster, but this also is a lot more armor and a lot more protection for us. Like 3. Let's see. The boots is 3, 3. 1. Yeah, you know what? The Quicksilver sounds cool, but I think I'll just I'll stick with osmium. We'll do the osmium route. Okay, so let's get an osmium helmet. Give me one of those. Chest plate. Give me one of those. Leggings. And boots. Bam. Take all this off. Put all this on. Bada bing, bada boom. We've got a bunch of armor. Okay, so that takes care of that. I did want to go ahead and make the osmium shield too while we were at it, because why not? It's good to have a shield when we're out and exploring. You go away. and then an osmium shield. Give me one of those. Out of osmium, but I'm really not. I just got to figure out which one of these actually has the osmium in it. Looks like this one. Are you osmium? You're osmium. And this can double. So we can go ahead and actually give this guy a little bit of a boost. And hopefully they're able to maintain power like that. Let's take the iron dust out because I'm not worried about iron dust. I'm worried about osmium at the moment. And I think I need to like 5. Let's go with that and see what happens. Okay, osmium shield. Bam. Good, we made it. Okay, cool. So we have a shield going for us, bam, and we have our Tachi. Now, keep in mind the Tachi is two-handed, so that means I can't use both at the same time. Which now that I think about it is kind of a bummer if I want to use the combat mod, but otherwise I can just I mean I can do regular Minecraft fighting. It's not like it really makes too much of a difference, other than the fact that we got the cool factor of being able to use the other way. But yeah. Let's go ahead and take this out. I want all this to process. I want to get this iron processed. Now I could set this to no, yeah, because you won't pull items. I'd have to put a hopper here to be able to pull this in, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So let's wait for this to finish off, and then I can put the iron ore dust back in there, and then the osmium can do its thing. All right, now looking at our quests, we can go ahead and start collecting some of these quests from AE2. However, I'm looking at this, so I'm looking at the inscriber, which is what we're gonna, our goal is what we're working towards is the inscribers, so that we can, well, start making things. Let's see, inscribers are fairly hard to automate. They can only have one item in each slot at a time, placed upright in the top face. Yes, they're a pain to automate, which is why I was trying to get something else, but we'll see what happens. But what it talks about is the inscriber presses, and it says check on the quest above. And if I go look at this, it says make a meteorite compass. Normally, you have to use the meteorite compass to find meteorites, at the center of which will have a random chest. Will have a chest with a random inscriber press. It's fun the first couple times, but can get annoying when you have 6 logic presses and nothing else because RNG, and my RNG is not good. It can also cause lag due to world gen. So we've added recipes for presses and skystone to hopefully mitigate some of those issues. Meteorites do still spawn, but they aren't necessary. Okay. I like that idea. Maybe, I mean, we're still going to go out adventuring because I need to get other things. Like I need to get, yeah, look, this is just stone and a meteorite compass. You are silicon and a meteorite compass, gold, diamond, and a pure Certus quartz crystal. Okay. Pure Certus quartz crystal is made in an enrichment chamber of just Certus quartz. Oh, this is fantastic. You don't even need to do the seed thing. I like that idea. You don't have to do the seeds to make these. You can just enrich a Certus quartz. That is nice. I like that idea. Um, so yeah, anyway, we will definitely most likely do this. Like I said, I do want to go do some exploring because I want to be able to find, I need green dye for this. So we're going to go out and do a little bit. But knowing that I can craft all these things is fantastic. If we don't have any good luck, which knowing myself, we won't, we have options. One thing I did want to look into was sorry, this is not JEI synchronized, the slime sling, which is this recipe. And then this. Okay. And then what about boots? The slime boots. Slime boots. I think I remember in my last playthrough of this. Yes. I was playing with Tinkers in what was my last mod pack? I was just doing all the mods 7, and the recipe for slime boots is different. Yeah. Okay. So there's different types of slime slings. Sorry, I read all that in my head, realizing that, you know, I'm sure that most of you guys can read, but me reading it in my head is not as entertaining. So slime slings allow you to move in cooler ways, each being different. Normal slime launches you the opposite direction you're looking at. Sky slime launches you in the direction you're looking at, but is weaker. E-core will launch the mob you were looking at. So basically, you fling it, you point at a mob, and it'll launch that mob away. And then Ender slime teleports you through walls. Sky slimes. Yep, we did all the slimes. Let's grab this ender slime cake. I don't know what that does, and it's a little bit concerning. But what I was looking for was the this is clear glass. The boots. Traveler's armor is a good compromise between defense and utility. Plate armor has more defense. Slime armor has little to no defense. Instead, it has upgrade slots. Does not have a helmet. Slime skulls. Blah 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 blah. The reason that I wanted the slime boots is because it makes it so you take no fall damage. When you know, if I fling myself around, I'm going to take fall damage, but I don't see any way to negate block of Arctic fur. I need to find bunny hoppers, essentially, is what it is, because this requires ender slime specifically poured over rabbit's foot, and that gets you the slime boots. That's a little bit unfortunate because this was always a great thing with Tinkers, is that you could have early game no fall damage. They didn't provide any armor or anything to you, but you had to watch and make sure you didn't fling yourself and then die. But I don't know what other options we have now, unfortunately. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna have to run around and explore like a normal pleb without any kind of protection or anything. I'm just making sure that chunk was still loaded over there with our power. I need to go ahead and get rid of my my nerd tower there, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Our cocoon has made us a little bit of string, which is great. What are these actually? This is a glass slab. I don't think I've ever seen a glass slab before. Anyway, all right, so let's go ahead. We didn't do terribly too much exploration because we actually had a pretty darn decent spawn. Is this a mansion? What is this structure to the north here? I'm not. Is that a Minecraft mansion or regular world gen default building up there? I've never actually explored a regular mansion. I know that is a great place for you to farm like totems of undying and stuff like that, but I've never had a need to because any mod packs I've played have the ability to do that for me. Yeah, look, that's a mansion right there. I like how it looks like, they look like pillagers, like that's their like eyebrows and stuff. Anyway, we're not going that way because I mean, could we take that out? Probably. Do I want to? No, not necessarily. What I'm looking for is to see if I see any meteorites on our map, like here. There's definitely a meteorite here. There's also a something else here. And yeah, so let's go ahead and head south. That's the direction we want to go, is south. And yeah, well, we're just gonna go this way. Is there any like teleporter, like something I can get like faster speed? I'm looking for like an ender wand or something like that. An ender staff. Nope. Nope. Not seeing anything. What about like a jetpack or jetpacks in here? Mechanism jetpack's the only thing that doesn't help me. Oh, you know what? Do the runners, free runners, those make it so you don't take fall damage? I cannot remember. Actually, I know they make you faster at least. Let's go home. Let's make these free runners real quick before we do some exploration. I've only ever used these once before, but I think they might give us no fall damage. I need iron. So let's grab iron and we'll just make up. We can go away and go away. We can do half a stack of these. We're going to use these alloys anyway, so I'm not concerned about burning through them. What I do need to do is get a little bit more redstone. Let's do, I keep forgetting that I can't click like I normally would want to. an enrichment chamber, and let's go ahead and enrich these redstone. And those shouldn't end up over here. It's probably going to just jam up inside of here. Yeah, which is what I want. Okay. Free runners is going to require 2, 4, 6 infused alloys. And then we're going to need basic control circuits, which is 2 osmium. I have osmium here. And yeah, that should be everything we're going to need for this. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and make 2 of these. No redstone dust. I have redstone. I just need to. I don't understand how this thing works. There we go. Make that. Goodness. Okay. So try this again. We're going to make 1. We're going to make 2. Put those away. And then we're going to do this and make free runners. And then with the free runners, we can go ahead and charge them up. That was a quest too. Mechanism, advanced knee replacement. It negates all fall damage. Has no armor and gives no protection from attack. It only uses up charge when negating fall damage. Higher falls drain more power. Okay, cool. And then we can put... Now, how did I charge this before? I used my coal generator because it had a charging slot. Let's see if what kind of chargers do we have available to us? The Tinker's Workbench, the Applied Energistics charger as well. I don't have any Fluix crystals, though. Any sneaky way of this, other than dropping it into the world? Not particularly. Okay. So that's Fluix. Sneaky way of this, enriching Fluix dust. Okay, so that's a charger. A Tinker's Workbench would work. Yeah. You gonna make that? What are you missing? The redstone. It doesn't actually have the redstone. So this is why we're trying to get into an applied energistic system, because this thing is all kinds of funky. Okay. We need this. Give me one of those. And then this. Okay. Tinker's Workbench. Just going to go ahead and set this here, and then it should get power, and then we can put these here, and it'll charge it up. Yes. What kind of like battery do we have? A capacitator, or a capacitor. Looking for some kind of portable power. You're storing. You're a capacitor backpack. Just looking for something like wireless charging. But oh well, that's okay. All right, so if we put these on there, now we are in free run mode. Let's look at mechanism. And we have feet mode switch. Let's set this to N/. We need to find an open key. My problem is that I don't have F10. Sure. Okay, you are disabled, you are regular, and disabled. Okay, so it doesn't do anything outside of that, but now it stops me from taking fall damage. So if I take my slime sling and where did I get an iron shovel from? If I do this, now we don't take damage from that fall. Haha. And I used 400 RF to be able to stop that from happening. Okay. I remember what that structure was. That was that little house that we found, or that little hut. Okay, I bounced off of that wall. Mr. Raccoon, Iron Golems, you guys have taken damage, which means that it is my fault. I'm allowing you to take damage by living near you. I do apologize for that, but I got to do what is best for me, and that was, building my spot in an area that is open and nice looking. Right into the water. I did not launch how I thought I would. But we're almost to that, Meteorite. It's over in this direction. It does look like we have some pillagers up here, though, like a pillager village. Yep. Now, there might be, you know what? We might get lucky. If there's a ravager in here that we can kill that's like in a cage or something like that, that would be nice if we can get the ravager hide. Oh, I can't put my shield up while I'm using this, so I guess the shield's completely pointless. So let's go into fight mode then. And then hopefully we find a ravager inside of here. Sure. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Okay, where's some more? We're on the prowl. Factories of War was an achievement we got for coming over here. I haven't seen any other enemies. What's inside of you? Nothing. Looking for the entrance. What you got? Nothing. Tripwire. Nothing. Okay. Let's just sling ourselves over here. That hurt. Ow. Ah, here we go. I'm trying to use my special. Do it. Okay. Supposed to be able to right click, use that special, and it did not do anything. We're going to bust in. Let's go back into mining mode. And we're in. I don't know what we're in, but we're in. Let's just bust into the wall, okay? I can't find the entrance to this thing. It is what it is. Let's go. All right. We're in. I'm not seeing any ravagers, so I don't think I'm going to get lucky in that regard unless any of these chests here happen to have ravager hide. But let's go ahead and clear out any enemies that may be in here. That would be the best option. Okay. Took him out. There's an iron door that seems to lead to something. We also got to crouch a lot to get through these things, which is kind of just weird. Okay. All right, we got a lunch station here. Let's start looting chests. Is the meat handy? Yes, it would be. But I'm limited on inventory space, so here, everybody. Oh, I can't even ring the bell. What the? Let's go up here. We got a lot of mushrooms. I might actually take the mushrooms because it's not always something I can find easily unless we go into the nether. Smite, bottle of enchanting. We'll take that. And one thing I maybe should have brought with me was a bed. Because it's about to be nighttime and we are going to be stuck here in this. Well, in this. What other kind of loots do we have? Okay, you were that area. I'm hearing spiders. I don't see any spiders. I also don't really... There we go. I was like, I don't remember where we came from. Oh, 2 chests. Nice. Skill book, Swordmaster. Grants immunity to knockback if I wear that on my feet slot. Okay. Oh, scared me. Jeez Louise. I saw the red eyes. I was like, what is this demon thing coming at me? Well, I did jump. Not going to lie. Increase the length of invisibility. Farfalla's Frosty Flames from Ars Nouveau creates a fire that quickly freezes to ice. So this has projectile, ignite, delay, conjure water, freeze. What? Okay. Okay. This is from Ars Nouveau. Fantastic mod if you've never used it before. Is this where all the spiders, the spooter sounds are coming from? Inventory, shipments. Oh, that's cool. This is like it's like their raid, like their book about what they've raided and stuff. Okay, where are these spiders? I'm gonna take these things out. Apparently not here either. More chests though. Glow trap, touch rune, snare, extend time, conjure mage like. Snares the target and grants other targets in the area glowing. Okay, I like that. Is there anything that we don't need? We don't need fences. I really don't need this iron shovel. Flower pots, I don't need. I really want to see what this spell does. Follows frosty flames. There's a chest here with more mushrooms. They really like their mushrooms here. I am not a fan of mushrooms. What are these? Dispensers just all around here? Is this like a throne? This is definitely a maze. I probably should be more careful about looting these chests too, in case they have they're trapped chests or anything, but I I never learned my lesson. I say this every time. Goodness, I'm like getting lost now too. Okay, so we have been here before. This is back out. This is where we broke in. You've just got some cod. You had a bucket in you. And this was the entrance, but that stuff kind of blocked it off. There's a chest here. Ooh, what do you got? Nuke virus. This is if you're playing in multiplayer, the nuke virus is used if you're trying to break into someone else's stuff and everything. We don't need that. Source gems we'll take Alexica Botania, stops us from having to make one ourselves. And we'll take more antlers. Goodness gracious, these spiders though. Do you something? No, you're just spruce log. I still don't know where these spiders are coming from. Nope, did not mean to do that. Oh, and I just conjured water too. And it couldn't freeze because it was stuck there. Lots of emeralds though. I'm going to take that. I like that. And crouch. Okay, have I been here? Oh, yeah, that's just the other side. Okay. This is actually a pretty fruitful adventure here, if I do say so myself. We got a couple cool spell books and a lot of emeralds. Like, yeah, 27 emeralds. Plus we have this necklace that we got. I don't really know that's going to do much benefit to me. Grants invincibility, but yeah, let's keep looking around, see if there's anything else interesting. Maybe some chests outside. There were those redstone torches over there, but I don't know if those were like redstone torches for just lighting in general, or if there was something special with them. There is a pillager somewhere around here. Ah, they're out there. Haha, they're watching me raid them, and they can't do anything about it. Oh, wow, it got very dark. That makes sense because I took out the lanterns. Anything I don't need. Let's go ahead and open up our trash can. Flower pot can go away. This silk cocoon can really go away. I'll get more. I don't need spruce logs, composter, barrels. Okay. Really, I'm just waiting for daytime now. I could just go out and do what I gotta do. Not worry about it. Because what I gotta do is... Oh, what is this? What I gotta do is bust into this. That's what I gotta do. Oh, look, there's another encampment thing over there, maybe? Potentially? Anyway, we're coming over here. We're busting into this. Now, do you need diamond in order to be able to be broken into? Yes. So I did bring my diamond pickaxe, so we'll take this. I'm just gonna go ahead and vein mine as much as I can here. It is very dark, so I'll try and light it up for you guys. And we should have a chest somewhere. Here it is. And we got a gold nugget, and we got an inscriber's silicon press. Dirt can go away. So we got the silicon press. That is not the one I was hoping to get. I was hoping to get like the calculation press, but that is okay. We need some of this skystone anyway for crafting, so I will take and mine up as much of this skystone as I can. You are just any kind of sapling in a book. We'll get rid of the Lexica Botania. I don't know how much skystone I ultimately need, but I'm going to grab some. That should be like 3 stacks of it. I think we're good to go with that. And with that being said, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Might not be the best spot to record an outro, but that's okay. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Have a good one.